But as I said, if your mind has got the wrong analytical framework, the more brilliant you are, the more damage you do. So we all follow Obama's elections. We know more about America. We know a lot about Europe and so on. But notice that America will have to create only 12.5 million jobs compared to 142 million a year. And EU, 25 countries in Europe will have to create 8.4 million compared to 142 million for us. So where should our attention be? Should we be putting all our attention on improving our own governance, our own political system, our own institutions, and applying knowledge economy in India, because that's where the challenge are, that's where we have to live. Okay, the next one please. I'm going to go over the next few things very fast so that we can get some question and answer. Next one please. Just to give you a little bit of history, between 51 and 65 we grew at 4.1%. 65-81 we grew at 3.2%. 81-88 we grew at 4.8. 88-06 6.3. And what we hope is that we can grow at 7. By the way, these are real. Okay? That is, inflation is taken out of them. So if you want nominal terms, then you have to add inflation figure to get that. So compound to ekdam jaldi se if you add inflation to it. Okay. Not the next, the one after that. Now one of the things, and some people are not very happy, next one please, table. Yeah. Some people are not very happy with this table because they say the agriculture share is distorted in terms of the valuation. But be as it may, these are the Government of India's official figures. What has happened, and the trend is unmistakable, that agriculture and allied has declined, industry has increased, manufacturing has increased, services have increased. But when you look at the employment, we still have 60% of the India's population directly or indirectly depending on agriculture to get living in the rural areas. So there is no way that you can generate 20% of the GDP and have 60% of the people dependent on that 20%, that you can get high incomes. So the idea then is, what strategy do we do? And agriculture has always been a neglected factor, particularly in the last 20 years. So if I were to say what has been one of the negative aspects of our liberalization program for the era since 91, that has been that we have not applied enough knowledge to agriculture, and we have failed to invest in agriculture that is needed. And I think this is why I'm so excited about some of the initiatives that are being taken, because there is a tremendous opportunity to apply technology, apply knowledge, apply supply chain management, and so on to agriculture. We are the second largest producers of fruits and vegetables in the world, but a lot of it gets rotted because only 2% really gets into the post-harvest area, either in processing or others. And we have never paid much attention to the post-harvest. And you can go, for example, even to good mandis like Rajkot Mandi. I have seen it with my own eyes, that ખેડૂતો શાક ને બધું લઈ આવે તો એના ઉપર કાંદા અને બટાટાની ઉપર બેઠા છે, શાકની ઉપર ઘણીવાર બેઠા છે. So by the time they grow that crop and take it there, that transport and the way they handle it reduces value. So if you teach them knowledge economy, how to apply properly, how to transport, how to package, how to grade કાંદા કે કેવી રીતે ગ્રેડ કરીને લઈ જવા, તો વધુ ભાવ મળે. So how do you get lot of room for entrepreneurship and lot of ways that the young people today can make a contribution and a very good living, rather than always saying I have to wear a tie and go to the office, aircon office, and sit there, because those kind of jobs by definition are going to be not forthcoming very much. And the crisis has exacerbated that particular tendency a lot, because financial sector is shrinking. Let's continue. Okay, next one. Yeah, okay, just keep it there on the graph for a second. And I just want to make the following point here. We have been increasing our food stocks, but if we look at, if we were to ask for the poor person, what is the single most important thing that a society can do to improve their productivity and their quality of life? And what the research suggests, Ani, fellow Grafchen, the single most important thing they can do is to provide larger number of calories intake, better food, and better sanitation. Because for poor people, and just like for us, health is the most important asset. If poor people get sick, cannot work, cannot get income. So it is very important that the public health, the Swachhata, whatever I'm seeing around, the CMA gaikale statement aapyo ama ke Swachhata and the public health, how important they are for everybody. I have seen in very nice sari shops, air-conditioned shops, worker will kachro bado kare ne painu koli ne par ana upar muki rasta. So I have decided I'll never buy from that kind of shop again, because they are actually creating problems for the society rather than solving them. And so what we had done was to create all these food grade stock, but we didn't use it. And how you use it in terms of the proper design with better incentives, better governance, there are a lot of opportunities to improve productivity. Okay, we can skip all the other slides, and we will go to the last one on major challenges. By the way, our growth has been very uneven, just like our demographics has been uneven. And what we need to do is to get the state's average to go up. And if we get the average up, if UPDR begin to get higher growth rates, we are going to have, or apply knowledge economy more important than the narrow growth, then the country can grow faster as well. So what are our major challenges and responsibilities? I have already indicated. Some of this will be clear from the way I put the challenges. The very first one is ensuring that good economics is good politics. And we got to require a shift from ruling to governing mindset. Bureaucrats say, politicians say, they are a temporary trustee of our trust. They are not rulers, but they have been behaving as rulers. And that, how you change, it's up to the younger generation to demand, to the older generation to demand, everybody to demand that this be changed, and this kind of behavior will have electoral consequences. So if you take chief ministers like Mayawati and so on, who say we are for the lower income. If you are for the lower income classes that have not received opportunities in the past, the easiest thing